Buenas, Hafide, and good afternoon. This public hearing conducted by the Committee on Education, Public Safety, and the Arts is called to order at 2:08 Chamorro Standard Time. Notice of the hearing was disseminated to all local media outlets on July 10th, 2023, with a second notice provided on July 15th, 2023. Notice of the hearing was also made known on the Guam Legislature's website and the Government of Guam Public Notices portal. This afternoon, the committee is holding a public hearing to hear and accept testimony on the appointment of Mr. Rolando Zepeda to serve as visual arts representative of the Guam Council on the Arts and Humanities. I'd like to welcome my colleague joining us today, Senator Roy Canata. And before we begin, I'd like to go over the general rules of conduct, because this is probably going to be a real controversial hearing. Individuals testifying shall first be recognized by the chair before speaking, state their name for record-keeping purposes. Questions and testimony shall be confined to the substance and nature of the agenda. Personal inference as to the character or motive of any senator or individual testifying is not permitted. The chair may order the removal from a hearing any member of a legislator in Guam who fails to observe proper decorum pursuant to the 37th Guam Legislature standing rules. We'll now proceed with discussion on the appointment of Mr. Rolando C. Zepeda to serve as visual arts representative of CAHA Board of Directors. So we'll begin with those here to present testimony on Mr. Zepeda's behalf before we hear from the nominee. Is there anybody who would like to testify? Please approach the table. I'd also like to recognize my colleague, Senator Joanne Brown, joining us now. And I believe we'll start with the acting director of CAHA, correct? Ms. Angie Taidagui. Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon. Is it on? Happy day, Senators. My name is Angie Taidagui. I am the acting director for the Guam Council of the Arts and Humanities Agency. I am here today to give a testimony for Rolando C. Zepeda, better known as Raleigh. I had the pleasure of meeting Raleigh 7 years ago as a CAHA visual artist. Raleigh has vast diversity of experience working as a visual artist and a teacher. Raleigh has been a teacher for over 40 plus years and has received many awards for different organization groups, from different organization groups. He has participated in FestPac 2016 and has always exhibited his artwork within the CAHA Gallery. And as a past board member for CAHA, I have seen the passion he has in wanting and willingness to help our local artisans. Raleigh is very generous, friendly to everyone he meets, and a very professional artist and teacher. I would like to fully recommend Rolando C. Zepeda to sit on the Guam Council of Arts Humanities Agency as a board member. Thank you. Sincerely, Angie Taidagui, CAHA Acting Director.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
Is there anyone else to present testimony? If not, we'll hear from the nominee himself. Mr. Zepeda, please have a seat at the table. Good afternoon, sir. Can you turn on your mic, Mr. Raleigh? There you go.
I'm sorry. This is my first time to do this. Okay, once again, good afternoon, Senators, and buenas. I am Mr. Rolando Zepeda, and please allow me to introduce myself. Okay, all right, I'm a full-time art teacher at St. John's School, and it's going to be this coming school year is going to be my sixth year. But actually, I started teaching here on Guam at St. Anthony Catholic School since 2000. And also, um, and also, I'm an adjunct instructor at the Pacific Islands University. I also, and also, it's going to be my 45th year teaching art. And with regards to uh, the my background in art, recently we have this art exhibit at Kaha, and we call it Rock slash Roll. I'm the Roll. Rock is Merck. She's another artist. And so we just ended up like last Friday, right? And so, yeah. And I have several art commissions also from the Philippine Consulate's office, and also from the Guam Power Authority. If you go to the third floor on the executive room, I have two art paintings there. And then if you also visit the Guam Regional Medical Center, I have also several pieces there also. And if you go to GPO, you'll see some of my artworks, which are the Carabaos. I have some Carabaos. I did some commission on that. And then when it comes to community involvement, I was the featured artist for June and July. This is the rock and roll. I'm sorry, I have to repeat it again. So from Kaha also, and also we have also, I'm also a featured artist at the Philippine Consulate. Last March, we call it the Race of Arts. And then I am a representative artist by the Guam Philippine Consular Office to the Philippine Department of Foreign Affairs. It's about the death calendar for 2022, and I was one of the finalists, and the title is One and Culture. This is just to promote the Philippine culture in the Philippines through the calendars. And I served for 2 years, and hopefully this is going to be my 3rd year as a board member of CAHA. And I'm the chairperson for the visual arts. So we're the one who's in charge for processing the applicants for the grants. And successfully we were able to, approve some of the grants. And also, I'm a winner of the 2017 Gawad Uliran Filipino Award. This is a outstanding Filipino award sponsored by the the Filipino community of Guam, and under the category of the entertainment. And also, I'm the one who initiated a radio show at 101.9. So you can hear us every Sunday at 6 p.m. This is a non-profit. It's a non-profit show, and we try to promote the work of local artists, and then also the cultural heritage of Guam and the Philippines. And I'm also the founder of the Guam Filipino Artists. And then so those are some of my highlights for as an artist and as a teacher. art teacher. Now, the reason why I really want to be involved also for Kaha is because I really want to push on the Kaha to have, right now, we need a building. And that's what I really want to have, see that Kaha will have its own building. It's been how many years now that, we're just renting. And, it's better for, what I want to see is, a center for the artists, which they can call as a home. And that's very important for us. As an artist, I really want to have a home. Okay, so that's one of my goal or my wants for joining this group, organization or agency. And also, I want to see also an art expo. It's a gathering of visual artists. I want to start with visual artists, and then probably there's different kinds of disciplines in art which the Kaha handles. So probably I would, initiate or start with the visual artists first, and then we go to other disciplines. And if we push through on this one, the art expo, then probably we could have we can come up with a coffee table book. We just get it from whoever will be the participants for the art expo. I think that's all. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Raleigh. I think we also were going to hear testimony from Mr. Angel Sablan.
Buenos and half a day. I don't have an oral testimony for Mr. Zepeda, but I'm sure that he will do his best, as he's always done, to be the good board member that he is. I'm actually here to orally testify in support of one of my own colleagues in the Guam Board of Education, Ms. Feli Angel, who I believe she's off island,
Yeah, she's off
under
island.
medical treatment. But I just wanted to let this body know that I've only been with her on the board for the past 6 months, and she's been on there before. But she's a very conscientious and a very hardworking lady. She's retired from the board, from GDOE, and now she's putting in her time as a member of the appointed board member of the Board of Education. And in fact, the last time I saw her was at the terminal somewhere, when we were having our board meeting, and she got on Zoom just so she could be a part of our meeting. That's how dedicated she is, and I just wish her well in her medical treatment. But I'm sure that she's up to the task, coming back and supporting. She's the advisor, I believe, for the IBOGS, the International Board of Student Governance, and like I said, she participates at every meeting, and no matter what little she has to say, but whatever little she has to say means a lot. And with all the things going on in, in the Department of Education now, I think we need 2 angels, one in the back and one in the front. So that's all
And
I have
one on
to
the
say,
side,
but I
too.
do come here to support her
Thank you, Mr.
reappointment.
Sablan. Unfortunately, because Mrs. Angel was off island, we did take her portion of the hearing off the agenda. So
Okay, so I didn't get that in
appreciate the
time.
kind words. But we'll give you a heads up when we reschedule.
Yeah, I
the
just
hearing.
came from a FEMA meeting called together with the mayors for this collection of the green debris waste and metallics off of the rights of way. So from there, I just came directly over here.
No
But I didn't know that.
No.
But be that as it may, please include my testimony.
You're the
as part.
first one.
Thank you.
Got it.
Jesus
Thank you,
Masi.
Mr. Sablan. Yes, sir. This time, I'd like to turn it over to my colleagues for any questions or comments they may have for those who testified, starting with Senator Roy Canata.
Hafde mabuhay. So, Mr. Zepeda, I see that you've certainly came and immigrated from the Philippines, and with immigration we support it and everything, and we most of the time we immigrate to better our lives and see greener pastures, and certainly you've found greener pastures and you've made Guam a greener pasture with all your instructional knowledge and all your contributions to this island. I certainly believe that a lot of the generation has learned a handful of things from you. You've contributed to this island 45 years of your life. So with that being said, you have no questions for me. You have my full support. And I thank you for your public service and taking up the helm. And I, again, wish you all the best. And please let me know if there's anything my office or myself can help you with in your oversight with KAHA. Okay? Maraming salamat.
Thank you, Senator Kanata. Senator Brown?
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Certainly, good afternoon, Mr. Zepeda. You had mentioned in your testimony that you wanted to see KAHA have a building built. Do you know how much your annual rental payments are? If you looked at beyond the idea of wanting to have it, I mean, we want a lot of things. But what are you looking at in your continuation if you're confirmed or reappointment back with the board of KAHA to make that a reality? How would you, or what are your plans for that with your fellow board members?
What I understand, because we talked about it already, about the plan of having our own building. So it's just a matter of looking for, I think, the location first and then the budget. But when it comes to the budget, I don't have yet any idea of how much. But hopefully we can come up with it, and we talk about that one.
Well, I hope you would look into that. I mean, I know we spend an enormous amount of money on rental, including the Guam legislature. I mean, most of the senators, unfortunately, still have to rent office space. And
Yes.
I certainly understand your vision of wanting to see a centralized location where not only could artists display, but maybe there could be a commercial aspect to allow them to, as we have with the Guam Museum, to be able to
Right.
sell their artwork, and that could be a venue for that level of creativity. But it's something to look at. I mean, if there are other grant opportunities or things that your board can pursue actively,
Yes.
I hope you would be, focused on that, because it's something that has not gone anywhere in many years. I remember when KAHA used to be at the old retirement building in Maiti. It moved down to one of the buildings in Tumon. I mean, over the years, it's just moved from one location to the other, and now you're
Right.
currently located at the former PDN building now, I believe, so.
Yes, Senator, because when I came here, their office was still at the Two Lovers Point. And then they moved to another location, right? Yeah, Terlahe.
DCA. No, we went back to DCA. And then we went back to, we were at Chamorro Fair site at the DNA, then to Terlahe, and then now we're back, and then Angela Flores building, then now we're back at Terlahe,
DNA,
DNA.
the former PDN building,
Yes.
So if you realize this is what the situation right now, it's really a burden for me, okay? It's going to be really a great burden to KAHA, because see, every time you have to move everything, right? Not unless if we have really our own building that we can, use. And for sure, as an artist, I will be very happy to see that there's a place for us that we can, display our own paintings, and we can imagine if we have this building, all the artisans, all the disciplines will be there, they can use that one. So hopefully this will come true, and it will be a great help also for the community and Guam as well, because see, if you have like an own building, you can have your own facilities there, like commercial, because see, we have some artists that sells their products, right? And we can also have some, a stage there where they can perform their own, like for the dancing and singing and everything, right? There's so many especially we have a lot of disciplines when it comes to involved in CAHA. So, and this is really a good opportunity for us artists on island. Thank you so much.
With your reappointment, you're looking at another 3.5 years on your term. What would you like to expand or change or add on to your policy direction on the board?
What I see, I hope there's going, okay, so I want to see like, if we're going to do some changes for like the bylaws or something, we'll try to, I will support that. Because right now, I cannot really, because I don't have any appointment yet. So probably we could start with our meetings, and so if we discuss on some those things that we can improve, you know, probably I will support that one, Senator.
Well, certainly appreciate your contributions. I mean, you've been working, you must be very passionate about the work that you do to invest yourself for so long as you have. So we certainly wish you well. I'm sure you'll be confirmed. We look forward to seeing, hopefully, some of these innovative ideas you have, including the construction of a new building for CAHA. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you very much for your testimony, and thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Senator Brown. Thank you, Senator Kanata, as well. Unfortunately, I have no hard-hitting questions for you, Mr. Raleigh.
Yes, sir.
I look forward to quickly moving your nomination on the session floor, and you know, God willing, you'll be confirmed for another term on the CAHA board.
Thank you, sir.
Right on. Thank you,
so
Mr. Zepeda. And Ms. Tidegui, thank you. Also, those in attendance, thank you so much for your attendance here. Of course, Biba CAHA. If there are no further questions or comments, this concludes today's hearing. The committee will continue to accept written statements on today's hearing within 10 business days from today, which may be sent to my office on the second floor of the Guam Congress Building at 163 Chalan Santo Papa in Agotnia. You may also send your statements to us at malfunction@guamlegislature.org. The time is 2:30 Chamorro Standard Time. This public hearing is adjourned. Guahusi Senador Chris Malfunction Barnett está. Adios!